Hey y'all, it's Amanda Gray. I'm back. I took some time off for myself to heal. I'm not healed, obviously. I'm never gonna be healed, but you know, life goes on and I have to keep moving on, and unfortunately it's without her and it sucks. You know, it really does. She's my big sissy, and you know, it's just difficult not being able to pick up the phone and call her and say, hey sister, let's go do lunch, or I'll babysit my niece while you get some sleep, or, Um, so a few things. I'm probably sure a lot of you guys are wondering what happened. She died so young, and it wasn't from a car accident or anything. Her heart, when I had my son, so I had my son in 2010, she got a pacemaker, and for her heart, obviously, to pump it because it wasn't doing enough. So, she got a pacemaker. And we honestly didn't think she would make it out of the surgery. They had a tough surgery, and she did. And I got the honors of babysitting her because I was a stay-at-home mom, and it was a it was a great time. We got to spend time together, and she watched my son grow up, and it's been amazing on that. I feel sorry that she had to get a pacemaker. I mean, that's horrible. She was like 23 or so. I don't remember. Anyway, so just recently, after she got the pacemaker, she was married. She got a divorce with him, and found someone else. She eventually married this someone else, and it was a tough marriage. Let me just leave it as that for right now. Maybe I'll touch about it later. Um, it was a very tough marriage. Anyway, so she and her prior husband, the one that she was married to, before she passed away, were getting a divorce. And, yeah, so she had a rough year, for sure. The greatness of the whole year was having her baby. She was told she was not supposed to have children because her heart was too weak to handle all the stress of another child, a child being inside you after your heart and stuff. So she was told it was not possible. And she ended up getting pregnant, and she had my beautiful niece. She had my niece in May. Excuse me. She pushed for 30 some odd hours. All natural, no drugs, no nothing except heart medicine or your heart, drugs for her heart, and that was it. So she was a rock star. She was a fighter my whole life. Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. My dad was not around, as previous videos. My dad wasn't around. My mom worked her butt off day in and day out. She would start at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and she wouldn't end till like 5 or 6 at night. And my big sister Sarah, she was mom. She did everything, down to cleaning our butts, to feeding us, to playing with us, to make sure we got to school. I mean, she was just mom all around, and she was just so caring and bubbly. The best thing about her was being bubbly. Anyway, so she had this rough year. She found out, like a month after, or a month before she passed, so in August sometime, she found out she had liver, some kind of disease, I don't know how to say it, in her liver. Scoliosis, no, something, I don't know. I don't know all that medical term, plus I just heard something about the liver. Her liver was shutting down. Her heart was slowing down. Even with the pacemaker, it was harder and harder on her. She didn't get out of the house. She didn't go really anywhere because it was so hard for her to walk, to move, because her legs were so fat of water. So it's so hard to lift. I mean, that's an extra few pounds that we all don't want to carry, But anyway, so Thursday, let's see here, exact date, so I don't tell you guys different. September 10th was a Thursday, was her funeral. Um, September 10th was a Thursday, was her funeral. Um, September 10th was a Thursday, was her funeral. Um, September 10th was a Thursday, was her funeral. Um, September 10th was a Thursday, was her funeral. Um, September 10th was a Thursday, was her funeral. It was an emotional roller coaster. She didn't look like herself. Bubbly, happy. Um, I fell to my knees a few times. Just it's just hard to swallow, you know. It's something that I didn't want to face, but it's truth. Like, you know, everybody dies. Unfortunately, we all don't last for 80, 90 years on Earth. Anyway, so at the service, we played songs, Sarah Smiles and 1,000 Years. And when 1,000 Years came on, my niece and my sister would sing it together, or she would sing it to my niece, and my niece was so calm. And the hardest part for me with my niece is we had an open casket, and she just kept saying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," and it was so hard to watch because she just wanted to go on mommy, like she just wanted to lay on mommy and be with mommy, and she couldn't. So it's been hard on that aspect of knowing that my niece is going to grow up without a dad and without a mom. And I know she has family and grandma and grandpa raising her right now, but it's still going to hurt her down the long way, you know, because it affected me not having my dad, and my dad's still alive, you know, and her dad's still alive, just different situation. And my sister's gone, so, and my sister took care of her since she was born. Like, everything is mommy, mommy, mommy. Even when my sister was so sick, she got up and did what she had to do for that little girl. And that little girl was her miracle. Okay, I'm starting to get emotional. Sorry. But anyway, my sister passed away September 2nd of this year, and she was born August 4th. So she just made it to her 29th birthday. And she told us that she didn't have a good birthday because she couldn't get out. She couldn't, you know, celebrate it. She just, you know, I did see her on her birthday though. And she was sad. You know, it's not something you want to remember. Like, you don't want to remember the last year where she was sick and she had no hair. I mean, hardly any hair. She had just so much things wrong with her. And I know that I'm happy because she doesn't have to live through pain every single day of her life. She doesn't have to fight every single day of her life. She's free. And I know it's kind of selfish in a way how we get, like, I want her back. I want her back. Of course I do. But I am just happy that she's not in that pain anymore. Because it was a lot for us to see and bear and go through. Anyway, so this last year has been hard on her. She's been having a lot of stress, a lot of divorce issues, a lot of health issues, a lot of just all around issues. And she struggled with that. The stress took a very big toll on her. And I would be 10 times that way too if I was in her position. And, you know, so, I got the call September 1st. No, it'd be September 2nd, I guess, because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. For me, it's like daytime because I work, you know, nights. So, I got the call September 2nd at 2:30, I would say, in the morning from my mom yelling and saying, "Oh my God, get to the hospital," you know, whatever. And I couldn't understand her. I mean, she was frantic, which is completely understandable. So I called the hospital, and they told me to hurry up and get there because my sister wasn't going to make it. When I got there, I went into the ICU. There was one other person in the ICU. But there were miracle and nurses and doctors. There was 20 nurses and like 4 doctors trying to resuscitate my sister. So we stood there, my sister and myself, my grandma, and then my cousin. We all stood there and waited for 30 minutes. They tried. And usually, in like 25 minutes, they stop because there's no point. But they kept trying. They didn't want to give up. Even when we told them to stop, they just kept going. And then they lasted for like 35 minutes trying to resuscitate her. It didn't work. It just didn't work. So she passed away. My other sister, I have 3 sisters. My other sister that's really close to her, came in and she was an emotional wreck because she didn't watch what just happened. Like, we tried our hardest to get her there so she could be a part of it, but she was already gone when she showed up. But it was hard for all of us. It's never easy saying goodbye to someone you love, whether it be your sister, your mother, your father, your friend. But, so we said our goodbye or whatever, thinking that they were going to take her to the morgue and stuff. My mom's in Vegas because she was on a business trip. And my sister kept telling her, go, 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 it's okay, you know, I'll be here when you get back. And I think deep down inside, my sister knew she was going to pass away when my mom was gone. And I think it was easier for my mom not to be there to see that, because I think in any situation, if that was me and my son was on that table, I would push those doctors out of my way and try to do everything I could in my power to save her. And that's no lie. Anyway, so, my mom flew in from Vegas, and, they let my mom see her, and we all huddled and said goodbye and loved on her and told her how much we loved her, and then we talked about memories and the funny things we did. And a lot of times we lived in this trailer when I was growing up, and me and my sisters would all dance to the Spice Girls, and we would pretend that the trailer was a bus, and it was just good memories. And I cherish those memories more than ever, and don't take anything for granted. No matter what. Every single day of your life, love, love, love. Forgive, move on, and love that person. Rather it be from, always holding that person, loving that person up close, from a distance, whatever. Just love. Because you know what? Those memories that you make with your friends, with your family, with even just a stranger on the street, are something they're going to remember forever, or you're going to remember forever. So, we said goodbye to my sister. We started planning her funeral and stuff. I did speak at my sister's funeral 2 times. I wrote 2 different poems, and I let one of my sisters have it, and, in a sense, say it to my sister, because it was about sisters. So I let them talk like that, and, I did all the talking, though. And then my other sister spoke. My brother did not. And then we lighted a candle as a unity of my sister's smile and the way she brightened up the world and our lives. And that light will not fade away on us. So it was really beautiful. And then after we went to my mom's house and we all talked about Sarah, and we had a great time and we laughed and we just enjoyed life so much. Life's short. So, it's been a roller coaster ride, these last few weeks. I've been trying to hold it together at my job, but every time I hear a song or think of a memory, I start to cry, and then I have to run to the bathroom and clean myself up and go back to work, because, I can't allow the rest of my life to just be on hold and never move on, as much as I would love to. Just sit here and think of all the memories and cry and just never get out of bed. But it doesn't work that way. So I've been trying to pull it together. Monday, which was 2 days ago? Yeah, because today's Wednesday. Monday, I gotta babysit my niece. And she made me cry. just holding her in my arms, looking into her eyes made me think of my sister. She looks exactly like my sister, chubby and silly and snorts and giggles, and she's just a doll. And I'm so blessed that my sister left a part of her here. And I know there's a part in my heart, but like, you know, her daughter. And I'm so blessed that I can be a part of her life and love her as much as I love her mommy. So, I was going to show you guys a picture of my sister. So, that's my sister. Yeah, we're all missing teeth. We just didn't take care of our teeth when we were young, and that's alright. I guess we were still beautiful, and we just own that. Anyway, that's my sister, Sarah. And that's my niece, Hannah. She's beautiful. People say we look alike. I would say yeah. So anyway, that's my sister and my niece. And then, let's see what I can find us. And then on the bottom here is a picture of all of us kids together and my mom. My mom's a single parent. So, it's been a great thing. So, thanks guys for listening to me and bearing with me not being back and stuff. I have been crocheting a little bit, a frog beanie and stuff for my friend that's having a baby. I'm trying to get back and living life, but it's hard. So, I'm sorry if any of you guys have lost anybody recently or at all. So, but I'm gonna get going here because I'm going down to my grandma's for a little bit to help her out. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.